Hello, YouTube. This is Toothcake/Ronnie's Monk/ Sister Mary Sunshine, and this is my Minecraft server. I actually run this with a few of my friends, and I'm just going to admit outright that this is less to do about Minecraft and more to do with the fact that I just want to test out my new microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and start off down the mine. It's very mine-like. Plenty of torches to light the way. And coming up here on the left, we have what was originally intended to be an indoor farm. But since the spawn rate rules seem to have changed, kind of just became a rumpus room full of grass. Far wall just kind of sets up a mural that I think I was kicking around with. It's a little hard to tell with this texture pack, but it is supposed to be a setting sun. The gray bits at the bottom are mountains, with the white bits up on top being clouds, and obviously the glowstone sun in the middle. Along the top, it was originally meant to be kind of like a night falling scene, so that it just kind of explains the black roof with the glowstone stars intermixed. I still have to redo the coloring on the far wall, but it takes a lot of wool, and I got bored. So I'm going to go ahead and continue up into the work area. Fairly self-explanatory. Just got job board, incinerator, a bunch of crap for different things to go in. And up here we got the bunk room. So it's the very first set of beds for the server. -2, because I ran out of room and we had more new joins, but thought it was pretty cozy. And this is pretty cool. Actually load Lukeland MCWB to the idea for his zombie fortress, but he shuts the outside. Did a little short there for fun, and it's kind of camouflaged pretty well with the vines. Originally, this was set up to be. I like the smaller, intimate settings on the servers just because of the survival aspect. So this was originally meant to be a farm. So you got the wheat bits, and you got a melon farm on the other side. But this was the original farmer's house. There's a melon farm. Original farmer's house, so nice and cozy, just kind of built up. Workbench, bedroom, stuff like that. But as we got established, it kind of became nice to have the a place where you could work, and so we decided to turn it into a plantation. So what's a plantation without servants? So this is the servants' quarters right here. Something kind of proud of. Nice, small, cozy. I guess that's the word of the day is cozy. And given that it's a plantation, just figured we'd have somebody to give tithes to. So figured kind of keep into the theme that's going to have like a Lord's Tower. So past the covered bridge, that's it out there. Kind of proud of the covered bridge. It's the first time I've really used stairs for roofing, so came out pretty well, I thought. Plus with the fence gates, thank you Notch, finally got to do something fun with those. Got the jail on the bottom level. It'd be kind of nice to have a door that actually fit in with the iron bars, so hopefully that's slated for the future. With these just kind of useless rooms, most of the structures that I do are actually pretty short, so one of the things I wanted to make sure with this one is to have it fairly realistic size, but given that there's a horizontal constraint, just kind of had to stick with what we got. Probably going to keep those empty. And down here is probably going to be a bedroom/kitchen. Haven't really had too many ideas on that, but up here we've got the throne room. So I'm starting off with the petitioner's benches on either side with the flower pots, and nice view out onto the plantation itself. Very pretty. So there's the petitioner's stand and the other petitioner's bench. These iron ones here, figured for like lesser barons, counts, whatever, and of course the golden throne for the head honcho. So pretty cool. Alright, one of the things you might have noticed is the idols. So it actually started as an idea on the very first SMP server that we did. So you got the lava guy here, and the nature guy was the first one I showed. Actually started off with just the crude stone structure with a golden pickaxe, so it kind of became a theme with the servers that I've done with my friends, that we have at least one, mostly because there's a dude who doesn't have any ideas on what else to build, so it gives him something to do. And like any idol, there's an actual pilgrimage up to it, so we got a stone step back here. There it is. That the idea was that new joins to the server would have to venture up and spend a day and a night either praying or beneath the stone idol. It sounds cool on paper, but of course you have somebody standing there with throughout the time cycle. It gets pretty boring, so we just decided to skip that. But it is a pretty cool sort of addition to the landscape that actually fits pretty well. Actually like this seed quite a bit. So here we have the altar, just standing up and do your Kali Ma stuff, whatever. And there's the nature, better view of the nature one out there. So here's the presentation from above. And there we get, oh, this was actually a lesson in why not to fuck around with lava. Next to the giant mushroom. Friend wanted to build a structure and fill it with lava, but of course, as it always happens, it went horribly awry, and that was the result to clean it up. So there's the nature idol again, holding on to 2 trees. And that far one was actually the second reason why we don't mess around with lava. Friend wanted to build a 2D Death Star, and was experimenting with ways to have it actually have a laser. Through the experimentation, he decided to use lava, and since the damn thing was made out of wool, it caught fire, and that was the result to clean it up. So, kind of dominates the landscape now, but he's thinking about turning it into something cool. Orthanc from Lord of the Rings was a suggestion, and I think that's what he's running with now. The structure out there was actually another unfinished project. Originally meant to be a floating city, but kind of fell through, and rather than just leave it as there was a box in the sky, I just decided to make it kind of an interesting geometrical shape. Looks kind of like a double-sided pyramid, but it works. We'll run back down to the giant mushroom, and we'll wrap this up. And this is the BD Crafts made by Spax, 128-bit textures. I'm actually liking it quite a bit. Torches have a very Wind Wakery feel, and it just, you can tell a lot of love with it anyway. And it's definitely one of the cleaner texture packs that I've used. So definitely check it out. And of course we got the water shader. Check out the forums for info on that. So, as mentioned before, we did kind of venture out to the first night scared, alone, and weaponless, and kind of spread out from there. I stuck with my mine in most of it, but trying to branch out and connect it to the surrounding islands and build up on those. So that's the first bridge there, and everything else is kind of sprung up around it as we try to tame the wilderness. So, fairly straightforward, just a 4-sided obelisk with lava flowing down the middle. It looks like the Endermen have been at it. So kind of a neat picture. And of course we've got the giant speckled mushroom that apparently someone has decided to live in. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's that counts as someone living there. Alright, well, that's just about it. Thanks for watching.